Hey guys, Jeff Dickinson here of the Collector Zone. Today we have a treat for you. We are going to the National Videogame Museum today. I haven't been here about 3 years, so we can see if anything has changed. So let's check this out. Looks like they're doing some stuff here. Check that out. Pretty killer art piece. Check that out. Got some consoles. Pretty badass. I didn't notice before the consoles here. All right, let's go ahead and pay for our entrance, and we'll go forward. Hang tight, guys. Hey guys, we're here with John. He's one of the owners here at the National Videogame Museum here in Frisco. John, can you tell me a little bit about the history of how you started it? Because I remember correctly from the last time I saw you, you started a little collection. Yep. And then you bonded with some co-partners. Right. And this thing happened here in Texas, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So go ahead and share your little story if you don't mind.
Okay, well, you know, my partners and I were collecting games back in the early 80s, right? Before people thought to save any of this stuff. And it was more than just the games. We wanted to know who wrote the games. And back then, that information was hard to find. And what was going on at these companies and why games didn't come out or changed or whatever. So we started reaching out to some of the people behind the scenes and getting that information. We met up in the late 90s, mid to late 90s, and we started our own convention, one of the first video game conventions. It's called Classic Gaming Expo, and it was in Las Vegas, and we ran that through 99 through about 2012. And during that time, it was around 2004, we went to E3. You know, we had been going there as, you know, media, fanboy type things, and said, hey, would you like us to do an exhibit, an historical exhibit? And they said, sure. So we started doing E3 every year. And first year, our exhibit won a Best of Show award. And it was really great, and people loved it, right? And then we started expanding that. As the museum grew, which was a portion of the show that we did, and we were taking more and more on the road. And we, you know, Game Developer Conference, we've been to PAX East, PAX South, South by Southwest, like I mentioned, E3, some comic shows. Kamikaze was one at the time. And we went to one show called DICE, and we met a gentleman there named Randy Pitchford, who was the head of Gearbox Software. And he loved what we were doing, and he was moving his offices here to Frisco, Texas, and he said, why don't you come down, let's meet up with the city and the mayor and all the different organizations and see maybe there's an opportunity. And they loved the idea. They loved what we pitched to them. We wanted this interactive museum, so it's not just reading. We're not museum guys per se. Like, we find museums often are kind of stuffy and boring unless you're really into the material. And we said it has to be, everywhere you go, you have to be able to touch it and play it. And they loved the idea, and they pitched in and then, you know, spent money to refurbish the building and the parking lot, and that's how we ended up here in Frisco, Texas.
Excellent. Now, I have to ask, being that you started this, you have to have that one favorite video game that you had to have and own currently, and of course you have all this now, right. But what's that one that started all for you?
The one video game, probably, so you basically my favorite video game. I'll give you two, okay?
Sounds cool.
And I'll go console, and I'll also go, you know, arcade.
Right on.
Arcade, got to be Robotron 2084.
Nice.
Excellent game. I mean, some people are a little intimidated by the two sticks. Once you learn it, it's really, it ramps up nicely. It doesn't get too hard too quick. You know, it's just a perfect balance. On the home systems, I'm going with a computer game called Miner 2049er. And its sequel, Bounty Bob Strikes Back. To me, again, the ultimate platformer. You know, easy pick up and play. Gets hard, doesn't get too hard, and it's just a great balance. Just a great game.
Now, when consoles came out, you know, starting way back in the days, was there one console, or what was your first console that you ever gotten, if you did get one?
So the first one was actually one of these Pong units over here.
Ah.
And we left it. A great story is, you know, Pong had just come out. Nobody knew much about it as a consumer. And we put them on, you know, it was on my grandmother's TV in her living room. And we had a habit of walking away once we got tired, and we'd go out and play, but we'd leave the system on. And what happened is it would eventually burn the image into my grandmother's TV, because, you know, we didn't know about color cycling and keeping the image moving back then. And so from that point on, never allowed to play video games at grandma's house again, you know?
Right. So. Yeah, my first game was Pong too. My grandfather used to work for Hops Electronics. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Sure,
but he brought us kids home this little Pong game, and it looked very similar to this thing right here.
Big Atari Pong.
Yeah, and it was really cool. We got addicted to it. Now, can you tell us a little bit the history about this big Pong and how it came to be?
So Giant Pong, we you know, you can see big steering wheel size controllers and everything. It is fully playable. It was built by a company, you know, museum design firm, and the programming inside was done by someone at Gearbox Software. His name is Paul Nettle, and completely recreates the original Atari Pong, right? Plays exactly the same. You can see the demo mode up there, written by Paul Nettle. We have some help from different people. And what's great about it is the way it's projected on this giant recreation TV screen. You can see, you probably can't see too well, but there's some lighting effects, make it look like a CRT. That's all programmed into the programming itself. Obviously, it's nothing up there. Gearbox and Video gets involved.
So this is made specially for the museum.
For us, it's the only one. We think it's the world's largest Pong, although we haven't gotten Guinness in yet to certify. You know,
that'd be cool if you do.
It would be, yeah.
Well, John, thank you for your time. We can go ahead and continue our tour, but I appreciate your time and your help. And guys, hang tight. We'll be right back. Hey guys, we got a treat. John's going to give us a tour on how the museum changed up a little bit since the pandemic. Thank you, sir, for that.
Sure.
So what's new in the exhibit museum?
Yeah, well, we used to have an online exhibit that we, you know, we had where two people could talk through terminals or type messages, and it would send it at the respective speed. So if you wanted to know what it was like to transfer data back in the old days at 300 baud, it took forever, hours, right?
Right.
We had that set up. We took that exhibit out, but we kept those terminals. So I'll show you one of them real quick. And what's cool about it is it goes the length of the museum, and you'll see lights transferring back and forth. So it's a visual representation. When you first come up to the terminal, this is the blue, there's a red one on the other side. You just press a button, and you see the buttons are set up with years and the speeds on the bottom.
All right.
So let's set 93. It'll come up like that, and now you can type a message, right? So if I want to type hello, and if you look up here, you'll see it shoot out of the tube at that speed to the other side, right?
Right.
Now, you can also select, and the background will change. You can select 1979. Now if you type hello, you'll see it's a lot slower as you go.
Oh, okay, because it's technology.
Right, and then today you can get here, right? And you know, and boom, it's going to fly.
Okay.
Boom, right? And you know, again, 86 is in here in different backgrounds, and you can even send a picture. So let's send a picture while standing there.
Okay.
You can see color picture, right? Pretty good.
Oh, that's cool.
Resolution. But if I go to 79 and we take that picture, you can see it's a little blocky, and it's you know, it takes a lot longer to get there.
Gotcha.
So that's one of the fun things that we kept. We always felt
Awesome.
that was a cool thing. But we got a couple other new exhibits. I can just touch on real quick for you.
Excellent, thank you.
So this was the online exhibit, and we have a new permanent exhibit coming, but in the meantime we put this temporary exhibit focusing on the game Cheetah Men
Okay.
and the Action 52 cartridge. And these were, you know, Active Enterprises made these. They're pretty rare games for the Nintendo. They're very interesting story as far as the background of how the games were developed, some of the issues with them. And, you know, there's a whole story in there about the money and offshore accounts and, you know, drug cartels and
Oh, Lord.
all this other stuff. Yeah. So Cheetah Men, you know, was on the original Action 52 cartridge. They pulled it off. They made Cheetah Men 2, and it was going to be marketed as this next big thing, Saturday morning cartoons. It was the next Ninja Turtles. They
Wow.
thought. And you know, comic books and things, and you can see some of the artwork and things like that, and character sketches. Unfortunately, just never came to be the way they planned it. You know.
And how'd you acquire all that?
This is actually on loan from a local gentleman who,
Oh, right.
who has most of the stuff for Cheetah Men Action 52. You know.
That's cool.
Yeah. So this is our virtual reality exhibit. Right now, like I mentioned, because of the pandemic, the interactive portions are closed. You know,
Understandable.
putting on a helmet or you know, pushing your face against the screen for like Battlezone or the Virtual Boy is a little too much to ask for people right now. But you can see there's a lot of cool things. We have an original prototype of the Power Glove, which is the first time this has
that
ever
around
been
here?
shown. In the back, yeah.
Wow, is this part of your collection?
It is, yeah. Part of the museum's collection. First time it's ever been seen on public display. Really cool, you know, Power Glove was so iconic.
Wow, that is awesome.
And this is all about, so, you know, when we talk about virtual reality, we talk anything that puts you more into a game. It's not always a helmet, right? If you're using a Wii and you're doing Wii bowling or tennis, right?
Right.
It's kind of virtual reality. It's bringing you more into realism or, you know, into the game. One of my favorites, of course, is the Mind Link, because I'm a big Atari guy.
Did that really work?
It did not. That's why it's in our case. And the Mind Link was going to read your brain waves, so you just think, you know, left, and you'd go left, and of course, didn't really work that way.
Concept was cool, but unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. And there are several prototypes. This is the only finished mock-up that there is.
Wow. And how'd you acquire that? Was just part
Just over the years, you know, like I said, we collected a lot of stuff when people didn't think to save things, and, you know, it wasn't that expensive to get them, so
right on.
we were fortunate in that respect.
That's
And then
cool.
The last new exhibit we just set up is, it's only actually been up for about a month now. It's a Donkey Kong Country with a little history of Donkey Kong mixed in and some of the other games
Oh,
in that
nice.
era. And what's cool about this particular exhibit, it's a rotating exhibit. So we highlight local collectors. It's not, you know, always our stuff. In fact, the bigger portion of it belongs to other people, and we supplement with a few items from our stuff. But we found this is really cool to showcase, you know, people who have these specialized collections. Look, we have a great collection, but we don't have everything, right?
Right.
So there's all these collectors out there that have these, like, before Donkey Kong Country, we had a guy who just collected Sega Channel. Right?
Wow.
Everything to do with Sega Channel. Before him, it was a guy who collected movie props from that terrible Super Mario Brothers movie in 1993, right? We had the dress and animatronic Goomba heads and all kinds of stuff. And the first one we did was a guy who had Alien stuff, and they had every video game, computer game related to Alien, a bunch of statues. So like I said, this just started. This is going to run till January. But if you're in the area, come check out this cool Donkey Kong collection. A lot of cool stuff, one of a kinds, or very few, you know, in existence. And of course, you get to play the Donkey Kong Country competition cartridge, right?
Oh, it is a competition cartridge?
Yeah, just like the old days. It is a reproduction, but obviously we wouldn't put the real one out. But,
Right.
but you can test your skills just like you would a Blockbuster back in the day. And how many points can you get in 5 minutes? So
I remember that.
it's great. It's great. It's a lot of fun.
Excellent. Well, I'll be putting a link below with your phone number, the website, so people can know exactly where to find you.
Appreciate it.
And
yeah.
once again, I appreciate this personal tour
Yep.
for the Collector Zone.
Yep.
John,
My
thank you
pleasure.
so kindly much. And guys, we'll go ahead and continue the tour.
Thanks.
Hey guys, so that was a quick tour by John. He was so cool to do that for us. It's excellent. So what we're going to do here now is go back to the beginning here, and we can walk through the tour and check things out. So hang tight, we'll be right back. Okay, so the beginning of the tour, when you first come in, you pay for your stuff. They give you a nice little wristband here. It's 12 bucks to get in, by the way. So this is the stage 1 beginning. This is going to be the start of everything. Pong. Let's see here. Try to zoom in here so that way you can see some of the stuff. Maybe you can pause it. Pretty cool. Of course, here is a little bit about it. Pause that and read it. Puppy Pong. Something I didn't really know it existed. Zoom in here so that way you can read it. The original Pong. This is the one they say was filled with so many quarters that they thought it was broken. It was just making tons of money. First time I played the game, like you heard earlier when I was talking to John, was Pong, thanks to my grandfather. You can zoom in here so that way you can read that a little bit. Zoom in here. Cool. And of course, let's check this out. Brown box prototype. If you're into video games as much as I am, the history, this is so cool. And look at that. It's autographed. Wow. That place for a gun. Light gun technology was existing, huh? I'm not sure, but it looks like it. Looks like it. This is pretty cool. That was, I think, Space Wars. Oh, just to give you an idea, look at this is how big it is, size of my hand. Pretty badass. Huh. Back up here. Just to give you an idea on how big this thing is. Pretty freaking big, man. Pretty freaking big. And then to the right here when you come in, National Videogame Museum. This is stage 2 here. Let me raise my camera up a little bit so you can see. Now that's the Kong that I used to have as a kid that my grandfather, right there, that's the one that my grandfather gave us kids back in the day. That's the Atari one. That's the Odyssey Atari 2600. First console that I played, my neighbor had that. Oh, look at this. Pretty cool. I've seen these on television. Or microvision, I'm sorry. As a kid, I seen these. One of my friends had one at school. But I never got one. Check this out. We gotta learn a little bit about our history here. Somebody could read up here and back out. Hopefully I can pause that and read all that. Pretty cool. This is the Sega Genesis. Talking a little bit about that. So you hit select here. Here's all the ones. Here's the ColecoVision. That was the very first console that I purchased myself as a kid. Links. That was cool. So yeah, man. So you would hit this here and you cycle through the history. There's my ColecoVision. Came with Donkey Kong. And the graphics are way cooler than television and Atari. I remember thinking, it's gotta get better. Virtual Boy. Today's players, yep. This one's autographed. Cool. All right. Do once over here. We'll go to the next section, and we're going to move on to stage 3. There's always some history here. So Always cool to check out. Hopefully you can pause it, read all about it. Wow. Did not know they had a CD Sega Genesis. That's pretty badass. And then down here, got your Nintendo. Tools of the trade. It'll be kind of cool to see the schematics on that. Gives you an idea of how these things function. Wow. Really? You zoom in here so you can see a little bit better. Video Computer Arts Incorporated. Business financial plan. Wow. So we can read a little bit about it. We got some cool stuff here, guys. Like I said, it's been a few years since I've been here. There's so much here that it overwhelmed me. You gotta take your time. I didn't really get into a lot of computer games. I was an arcade guy who hung out at the arcades and had my consoles. Oh, check this out. Oh, wow. Pretty cool. Old school on television. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did play some in television. Would go to Sears and they'll have it there and you play some video games. I think Sears had their own version too of I think Atari. Maybe they had it in television, I'm not sure. But they did have their own version. Huh, cool. Hopefully you can read that. Gemini. You know, I've heard over the years some of these game systems, but personally, you know, I had a ColecoVision. Don't remember the Gemini. Hopefully you can read that. It's kind of between. There you go. I want to show you guys everything. If I'm having to zoom in and out, I apologize. But only the best way to see some of these things. Halo. Star Fox. Before it was a Nintendo game. Huh. Oh, it was a Nintendo. Here's Nintendo right here. I guess Star Fox was always a Nintendo, and this is just something that I've never seen before. That's for the Atari 2600. Alright. I wonder if Nintendo was doing stuff with Atari before anyone realized. Namco, Paperboy. Never seen that before. What I do is start Googling some of this stuff when I get done with the tour. Now, you know, Zork I played on the computer. That's, I think, was my first 1, 2, and 3. I played 1. That was my first computer game I ever played. I think it was. Could be wrong. Okay, that's the first game I played on a computer that I purchased. Let's put it that way. Because I used to buy bootlegs. Yeah, because it had a map. I remember that. Let's see if I can zoom in here a little bit. Kind of remember it having a map and a coin and stuff, but not 100%. I mean, I remember the coin and the map. I'm not 100% what it looks like anymore. I mean, it looks similar, but don't remember. And here's some more cool history. Always like reading up on all this stuff. And this is what's making noise behind us. Oh, check it out. I like what they do with their displays. Makes it look really killer. Of course, this you can touch. play Nintendo here. And of course, this was a Xbox. You got your controllers here. Alright, so we're moving on with the tour. Alright, so we're going here to stage 4. We got stage 5 here. Some of these controllers you might recognize and some you might not. If you're as old as I am, you'll remember the majority of these. As the aftermarket stuff started coming out, well, it was kind of hard to keep track sometimes. You got a Sega here, the game they're playing. You got some stuff under here. Try to show you. Hopefully they'll let you do that. It's kind of hard because you got this table here. Guess they have to have this keyboard and stool to play this game. More controllers here. Home trackball. Remember that one. And this one here, they have all the parts so you can see what it looked like. Atari 5200. And what's in it? That's what it looks like. Well, here's more information. Always good to learn your history. Joyport. Don't remember that one. Power glove. Like we saw earlier, we had John had showed us. Time crisis gun. And of Glad technology's catching up to light guns these days. Hopefully it'll be one affordable where we all play light gun games again. Stage 5 portables. We'll do 4 and 5 together. I remember these. Mattel. Yeah. It's soccer, football. There's a basketball. That's one I used to have. And I still have. The Battlestar Galactica one I really wanted. And I remember seeing one at a yard sale, but it didn't work. Should have just gotten it anyway, so I tried to fix it. But I was a kid and didn't know how to fix things. My dad was into cars, but he didn't know electronics too much, so I passed. And I really wish I got it, just to have it. See here. Handhelds, 70s, 80s, and this one right here. It's cool to have this little history of it. I remember this Pac-Man game. And yeah, the graphics weren't that cool back then, but it's all we had, guys. If you wanted handhelds for the home, you had the LEDs. Of course, you had your little dots bouncing around. Something they had placed on the unit. Here's a little bit about that. Gaming on the go. I remember those ColecoVision handhelds. And growing up poor, you couldn't get everything you wanted. But my friends, some of them got some, and at school we'll swap out. We'll do a little trade-off. Here, I'll play your game for a while, you play mine. And they had these little, we used to play them, but because of COVID and all that. Nothing but Game Boys. You know, when I was working at Dillard's, they had Game Boys. They're for sale when it first came out. That's the only time I played it because I never was able to get one. They were kind of expensive. Oh yeah, here's more stuff you could play, but then, you know, I'm not sure if I want to be touching all that without gloves or hand sanitizer for that fact. Pretty cool. You guys who are collecting these handhelds, you get an idea of what to look for if something catches your eye as a collector. For me, I will stick with my old school Mattel basketball. And on the bottom here, I remember having these. Well, not all of them. I got one or two. One was they were solar powered. The ones they got, those ones I got. Let me see here. We can read up about that. Here. Game & Watch. Pretty cool. High touch. Not know about that. Not a big Apple guy, so DS, never had one, but friends of mine who played video games did. PSP, I did own one. Sold it with all my games when I got bored with it. Alright guys, we're going out that way. Alright guys, check this out. Easter eggs within the game. Press start to start. Alright. It's your database. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but got my curiosity going. See what it says here. There you go, you scan that. You get closer to the codes, that way you can. So we can play along at home. Pretty cool. Huh. Yeah, who didn't own a Game Shark just so he could cheat? Yeah, I did. Remember also getting books. How to Play Bear, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. Pretty cool. Alright guys, that was the Easter egg game within the game. See you in a while. Alright guys, we're hanging out at stage 6 now. The trash. The rise of the home computers. I was wondering as a kid why games got really cheap. There There you go. You read all that. Yeah, I just remember I mean, the games got really stupid sometimes. And then once I realized some of the games just really, you know, you pay money. Let's go over here so that you see a closer look. Now, back in the days, you got a game and you're like, what's this about? And then you got some graphics and a little bit about it, but that was it, man. So you're SOL when you got these games, especially with Atari. Atari was cranking out games left and right. I remember some of my friends buying games and then going to yard sales. And a lot of people didn't keep the boxes, but you know, there were cartridges. I remember yard sales with just cartridges. Hope you can see all that. Scroll. There's burger time for the Intellivision. You know, like I said, the graphics were okay, but I knew in my heart playing Burger Time in the arcade that could have been better. Breakout was a fun game. Super Breakout as well. It's the one that Steve Jobs and Wozniak worked on, if I remember correctly.
There was the upgrade. The crazy thing is, that connector, the plug in the back.
Hubert. It feels like, oh wow, it's got a cartridge in it. And a book. That's pretty cool. That way you can see what it looked like. I had this, I think, because my ColecoVision had that adapter to play Ataris. So when I started checking it out, it's cool that you can be hands-on with all this stuff. Uh-oh. Here's Joust. This one's sealed. A sealed Joust. Wow. You know, I remember getting this game too. Like I said, a lot of these games for the Atari, I started getting after I got that little thing for ColecoVision. And once you got the adapter for the ColecoVision playing on Ataris, and people get bored with the Atari games, man, that's when I started raking it up. I don't remember how much I used to pay for those games, but damn. Vectrex. There's my ColecoVision. I sold that back in the early 90s. Wish I didn't. Of course, here's your clearance bin. Pitfall. I remember playing this game. Of course, here's the I didn't check this out. Let's see here. Wish they had more better lighting here. On checks must be percent with ID. That way you guys see what kind of Sanyo cash register. Oh, look, they got someone's check here. $256.09. Damn. 83 and 82. See what's under here. It's kind of cool. Check out the old school Sanyo cash register. All right. Now, there's people here playing games when I was first came over, so I'm going to show you what's in here. I know they had a Kool-Aid game. Infamous ET. Never played it until I got my Pi going and was able to find the ROM. That game sucks. And you wonder, you know why? What is this? Oh, Pac-Man. Oh, wow. Dragon Slayer cards. That's a whole box. Dude, I'll kill for that. Got the Super Pac-Man. Sealed cards. There's the Atari 5200. Whoa. More video game bubblegum cards. Man, I bet that's worth some money these days. Attack Force. Not familiar with that. I know some of you guys are watching saying, hey, I know that. This is Emerson. Donkey Kong bubble cards. That's badass. And of course, here's your Vectrex. I wanted one of these back in the days. Couldn't afford it. Running $50 back in the day when they're discontinuing all this stuff, apparently. Pretty cool. I really like the way they do displays. So here's your Atari Videogames 2600. Oh no. E.T. the game. You can play it and see how terrible it was. Like I said, when I played it on my Raspberry Pi, I got bored really quick because I didn't know what I was doing. Here's some more video games. Crystal Castles, Big Doug, of course Joust. Junior Pac-Man, Gorf. Yes, we'll be stopping by the arcade. They have arcades here. Definitely be hitting that. It's always good to know your history, guys. So this is the Crash, the Rise home computers. Now my first computer was a Tandy TRS-80. Never had any of this fancy stuff. Maybe some of you guys were lucky enough. This is an import from Japan. I think it's Japan. Dragon Slayer's calling my name. 7800. There. For immediate release. Famicom system. And it had a cassette player. I wonder if you play yeah, it's a data record. So I guess you played games on it, or use the computer with it. Let's see here. Alright guys, stage 6, we will continue the tour. Okay guys, we're at stage 7 here. Give you an idea what it looks like. Alright, so we get in here to a little more ColecoVision add-on. I heard about that, but never gotten into it. And apparently, there's a book, manual, printer, right? Yeah. Looks like a printer. I'm assuming it's printer. This one had cassette cartridges too. Like I said, I'm not familiar with the app, so if I say anything that's not correct, please forgive me. There's your old school ColecoVision, and that's where you be able to connect stuff to. It's kind of cool. Pretty cool. IBM. Huh. Now this one here is a Commodore Amiga. Hooked up with a Atari joystick here. It's cool they got some of the ads here. This one here is the Atari 800 computer. The only Atari I got was the 2600. That was way after I was way older. Saw a yard sale. Can't remember how much it was, but I know it was super cheap with a whole lot of cartridges. That was back when I still had my ColecoVision. I kept my ColecoVision since I was a kid all the way up until adulthood. Like I said, I wound up selling it. Well, probably early 90s, if I remember right. TRS-80 Model 1. Now, Tandy TRS-80 I did own, but not Model 1. Good old Radio Shack. Miss those dudes. TRS-80 I had was all built into one, 2 floppies, 5 1/4, and 3 1/4 as well, I believe. This was the TI-99 A4 computer. Oh, that's kind of cool. Sanitizer, cool, cool. The day and age we live in, folks. Glad I got vaccinated. Look at that. Commodore 64. Of course, this is what John was showing us earlier. Alright, so Dragon Slayer is calling our name, so let's check it out. God, I really want one of these. You know, Arcade One-Up's come out with their version. From what I can see from the website, they're using great design. What I heard from John D from Arcade One-Up, they're using the actual arcade ROM. Something that II Arcade did not do. They have a home ROM. There you go. They're using the home ROM on those arcades.
Has executed the treacherous monsters and obstacles.
Kind of cool. And of course here's all the cool extra stuff they branded Dragon's Lair with. And of course Space Ace. I love both those games. Growing up, when I first saw Dragon's Lair, I fell in love. And I thought, man, those graphics were cool. I said, they're almost like Disney. Then of course I found out later on, Don Bluth worked at Disney. No kidding, the graphics look cool. Now let me back up here so that way you can see all this. This mural they did is really killer. Of course, the restroom area. When I first came here 3 years ago, when I first saw this, I was like, cool, a whole Dragon's Lair exhibit. Nah, it was the bathroom. Let me back out here so you can see the whole thing. It's art. It's beautiful art, man. Whoever did all this did a hell of a job. Daphne. All right, let's continue our tour. Okay, guys, wanted to do a little more close-up video.
The actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a
Just
dark wizard who
can't
has
get enough of this.
the treacherous monsters and obstacles.
Just love the artwork.
In the mysterious caverns below the castle, your odyssey continues against the awesome forces that oppose your efforts to reach the dragon's nest.
And the side art is excellent.
Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
Of course, we gotta get the video.
Dragon's Lair, a fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon. You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard who has enchanted it with treacherous monsters and obstacles. In the mysterious caverns below the castle, your odyssey continues against the awesome forces that oppose your efforts to reach the dragon's nest. Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
So badass. And speaking of arcade games, this was calling our name. Now, I was told by John that he had divided up the arcade since the last time we've been here. Do a moon throw. Someone's rocking the gyros over here. Everybody loves gyros. Galaga. I like the idea what John said. He broke this up, that you're able to see the art now if there's light. Kind of dark here. Well, fortunately you can't see art as well. There we go, some light gets through. Robotron. And that's what John said was his very first, or the one he loves the most. And I thought it was killer too, man. I put a lot of quarters in this bad boy. It's amazing. He collected all these games and then opened up this museum for people like us to come by and check it out. Defender. Oh, I love this game. Me and my little brother would play this all the time. And look at all these crazy buttons, man. It was not an easy game, but a fun game. And of course, the artwork's excellent. I'm not sure if he restored these or he just happened to collect them. Well, that's right. He said he collected a lot of these when there were people weren't buying them. Junior Pac-Man. Now I might release this video separately on the channel. Just for people who appreciate arcades. Hubert. Another killer game. Beautiful cabinet. All these cabinets are in immaculate condition. I mean, well, there's no cigarette burns, that's for sure. I wish the lighting was a little bit better, but hey, it's supposed to emulate the arcade, so it was really dark in there. So yeah. Rampage. You know what? I forgot how big this game was. Yeah, man. Of course, the artwork is just basic. Valley, Midway. Yeah, man. I played the hell out of this game too. Of course, here's good old Dig Dug. Got some light, you see it a little better. And Centipede. Hell yeah. Love that game. It's one of my favorites. As you guys watch when I do my videos at the house, I have my Centipede going. I think I played that a lot more than any other game on that cabinet. Pretty cool. We got Time Pilot over here. I play that game a lot too. It's pretty difficult, man. At least for me, I didn't last a long time. I mean, I had fun with it, but it didn't last a long time. This is the side. Apologize if you can't see everything. Get a close look here. How to play it. The glow of the screen helped out. Outrun. Killer game. So there's the pedal. Here's the side. Road Blaster. That's a fun game, man. This one has basic black sides, nothing on the side here. You know, and oh, Gyrus, man, I love this game. I used to play this game. I don't know if you can see the controls too well. Let me back up. But yeah, I used to play this game a lot. I would get my Walkman, or the cassette Walkman, put my headphones on, had a mixtape of Van Halen and Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, and yeah. So this is pretty much what this area of the arcade looks like. tour continues that way. All right, heading over to stage 8. Create a game. Worse. I guess he said a lot of some of the stuff here we weren't able to participate in because of COVID. But it's understandable. These are all your computer games. Yeah, that's a fun game. There's your Super Nintendo with Mario Paint. Never played Mario Paint. There's Doom. This is the Wii U. Alright. Now look at this. Oh, wow. That's pretty badass. You know, when you're looking at some of the stuff, I forget that they have stuff that's you don't really pick up until you start paying attention. All dedicated, I guess, to Mario. Let's see what you got here. Buttons. All kinds of stuff. PlayStation, Nintendo, Jaguar, Atari. Yeah, it's kind of a mashup of a whole bunch of different stuff. Battlefront 2. I'm doing that game. Let's see here, we got our little Pac-Man, Cat and Hat. Buttons at the Times, man. California games, I remember that game. Pretty cool. Pretty killer. It's kind of cool that they have all this stuff here. I know you guys out there probably saying, hey, I remember that. For me, I did not know they had this much stuff out there. So if you're catching all this, I remember that game on the PlayStation. Gex, I remember playing that game too. Big PS1, PS2 guy right here. Alright. So, we got our Donkey Kong. Now, John was saying that this is on loan for a limited time. So, you guys come out here to Frisco, Texas. Want to check all this stuff out. Let's check this out here.
Get started. Visiting my friends at Rare. Rare's been working with Nintendo for a number of years, and Tim Stanford, the head creative person there, was telling me about my.
It's kind of cool that people have their collectibles and they loan them out to museums like this so everyone could take part and enjoy. Did not know they had soundtracks of these. Oh, that's pretty cool. This guy did collect all these Donkey Kong stuff. There's that cartridge.
What do you do here? But today we got the cream of banana soup.
Competition cartridge.
Your name is George. George.
Trying to get the glare out, guys, but hopefully you see this.
Sure, it's a really cool game. It's created on this thing called Challenge, which is this really advanced super computer.
Love old school Donkey Kong Country. Did play on the Super NES. Still enjoy it today. Look, there's a skateboard. There's two skateboards.
So it basically comes in cartridge, stick in the system, and play. Actually, it was created on the other challenge. First in a wired version. Actually, making glow shape with the font shape.
After I'm through here doing this tour here with you guys, I'll be hanging out, playing around. There's my ColecoVision Donkey Kong. Nintendo's version 2. And this guy collected everything. Sorry for the glare, trying to get this where you can read it. Hopefully you can see all this. Yeah, Donkey Kong they had. I remember the Milton Bradley game. You know, all this cool stuff. You gotta really love Donkey Kong to collect all this stuff up here. I didn't know they had a Wii version. Or a GameCube. I had both those game systems. I didn't know that. There's a news release here. Hopefully you can see this. Trying to zoom in here for you guys. Check this out. Ah. Well, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Jacket contest. And guess what? Guess that dude got the jacket too. As a collector myself, you know, when you have a passion for something, you really go nuts. But yeah. Alright guys. Let's see here. Now John was saying, this is the Active Enterprises. Hopefully you can read some of this. It's kind of cool, he gave us that little mini tour. Gives a little heads up what we're seeing today. Oh, wow. You just never know what will have been with his action. And look at that, we got a graded game here. So as a collector of video game stuff, this is going to be a high price in commercial script. Let me read all that. I find all these very interesting. Sorry, zooming in and out. Here's an open cartridge, the one that we saw that was graded. This is a game list. I'm trying to zoom in here, but not sure you see all that. With this glass, it's kind of hard to zoom in and get it clear for you guys. Original artwork. Now that noise you guys are hearing, John was saying that he's getting some exhibits installed today. So maybe we'll be able to see that if it's in place. It's like a distributor agreement. Yeah. Oh. Consumer Electronics Show, 1991. Probably a press release. Press packet, that's what it is. Trying to get you guys to read this stuff and I'm not paying attention. Uh-oh. Wow. Pretty cool. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a cartridge. So this company did cartridges for game systems, well, I guess different game systems. Prototype. Let's see here. And a prototype. The most notorious NES game ever. Okay, so they were making games for other consoles. Cool. Cheetah Man. Cheetah Men. Alright. See what it says here. Of course, there's a game of the Cheetah Man.
This might be pretty good. I'm right past it, so I'm proud of it.
Sketches. That's kind of cool.
Long story. When I went
Graded cheetah man. Wow. Handwritten levels.
We call them creations. It's a prequel to the Chinaman game. And what we put together was to make it interesting for people is that we took we have a person that created brand new artwork.
Huh. Pretty cool. This is kind of cool, man. This is for all of Action 52 area. Continue the tour. Alright guys. Continuing the tour. Testing phase. Cool that they got some prototypes here. Batman Forever. That's cool. Save the Wells. Wow, look at this. Try to do this justice for y'all. This glass, when I zoom in, sometimes it blurs it out. Game Boy. Hopefully you're seeing all this. I find this really fascinating, guys. More prototype games. So this whole case is prototypes. Buck Rogers. Love that game. Want to zoom in on some of this stuff, guys, but once again, like I said, it's kind of tough with this glass. See here. And then of course we got our virtual reality area John was talking to us about earlier. They read some of this stuff here. VR has sure come a long way since back in the days. Oh, there's going to be some glare on this one, guys. Hopefully you can read it. Yeah, there you go. Virtual Boy, never seen, heard about it. Heard it causes headaches. The world of virtual reality is up and coming. Where's Battle Zone? Now, when I was here last, I was able to play it. Thanks to Mr. COVID, it's not even turned on. You put your face in there and play it. Cool game. Now, this saw earlier. This is really killer. I can read it. Almost lost my balance. Pretty cool. Pretty badass. And there's Sony. I wish this was working. Would love to see what this does. Huh. The more you know. Alright guys, we will move on with our tour. As we're continuing, check this out. It's all about Frogger, guys. Different versions of Frogger. Nothing like the arcade though. ColecoVision was close. So when I used to go to the arcade and play this, and I come home and able to get this, best we could do at the time. Oh look, got some t-shirts. Asteroids. Let's see here, we'll do this like this. Oh, that's pretty cool. I would love to have that shirt. Stars Revenge, BA Jams. That was a game I played a few times. A friend of mine had it. And I started looking online They're asking for crazy money for it. So yeah, not sure what's going on with that game. People are buying up games and they're jacking up the prices. That's pretty cool. Huh. Oh, look at this. This is your world. This is your world on Sega Saturn. 720, that's a cool game. Yeah, I didn't know they had t-shirts with all this stuff here. Pretty cool. Marble Madness. Oh, this is badass. Alright. Well guys, continue the tour. Alright. See what we got here. This is all everything arcade games. This is all promotional stuff, I guess. Let's see here. Oh, cool. I'm so amazed at how many prototypes this place has. Wait, what? Wow, did not know this. Learning a lot today, guys. Panasonic GameCube. Wow. Check that out. Guess that's why it's called a banana. Dreamcast Casio TV. Like in games. Pretty cool. Are we so? Pac-Man cereal. I wonder if there's still cereal in there. Probably tastes like crap though. Hello Kitty Dreamcast system. Oh, what's this here? Nintendo baseball? Hopefully you can read that. It's kind of cool. PS2. I didn't know they came in multiple colors. I remember black and silver. Silver's the one I got at home. Used to have a black one. Hope you can read that. Coca-Cola Game Gear? Whoa! So a sewing machine. Does it work with the Game Boy? Do not know. Try to zoom in here a little bit. Like I said, this glass is playing hell with me, guys. This is really cool. Electronic bongos. Let's see here. Super Nintendo. Look at that Mario. Whoa. Competition cartridge. Man. Sure brings back memories. I have my original Nintendo. I was able to find. Had one, sold one, lost one, got one back just recently. Was able to get the original 85 version. Of course, I never had the one with the robot. Rob. Never had Rob. Kinda cool, kinda cool. What's this? Oh yeah, I remember Nintendo used to do other things. Man, I hate this glass. Won't let me zoom in. Hopefully you see that. It's kind of cool. You can see some of the stuff that Nintendo used to do. Oh, there's those playing cards, I remember. Hopefully you can read all that. Here's your Virtual Boy. Super Nintendo tester. Pretty killer. Moving to the world of Atari here. Prototype boxes. It's me, I'm Mario. It's totally killer. Let's see if I can. God, I hate these things. Okay. Hopefully you can see all that. There you go. There's a sign. Look at that.
Oh, where's the Zelda cereal?
There you go.
Nintendo cereal, Super Mario, and
Kind of cool.
Oh, together. Okay. Oh, that's the old one.
Oh, this one comes with a COA. Wow. Mario Tools. COA. I don't know if you guys seen some of this before. Oh, man, this is, I mean, as a collector, I'll tell you what. Autograph cards. That movie was okay. Yeah. Kind of cool. Got these autograph cards. Tell you what, put Mario on anything, they'll sell it. There's the typical bank truck. I got one with NASA. I guess they'll put anything on it and sell it. .143 scale, yep. Exact same thing, but mine says NASA on it. Whoa. 50 of limited edition. How badass is that? See if I can zoom in here a little bit. That's pretty cool. Wow. Targets, yes, man. Isn't her Linux? That's pretty cool. Some of these, like I said, this place has things that I have not seen before. Sorry, this glass is playing hell with me. Hope you're able to read some of this stuff. Look at that.
Big deal.
That is really, really cool. Yeah, this glass is playing hell with me on this, guys. Hopefully you're reading some of this stuff. When you come down here, John's around, be sure to say hi to him. He was kind enough to spend some time with us. Be sure to say, hey John, Jeff in the Collector Zone said hey. Give him a shout out. It's him and his partners put all this together. It says right here, magical case. Magical chase. Halloween. Texas Chainsaw. I did not know they made a video game of that. World Champion. Wow. 132 numbered. It's not the X-Men we're used to. There's your stadium events. Another cherished game that people are wanting to get. Good luck though. Those rarely go on sale. And of course when you do find them, have to take a mortgage on your house. If you're that big into collecting, of course, going all out. Oh, wow. $10,000 they gave away. Yeah, guys, they have stuff that normally you won't see in the real world. So rare and collectible. Of course, we'll do one silver. That's pretty cool. McDonald's Collectibles. Alright. We'll continue our tour on stage 14 over there. I was about ready to go to stage 14, but there's more stuff I forgot to show you. This is the Nintendo 64DD. And then there's this other case here. Football, Chargers, and Raiders. All the Laserdisc game. Pirate's Quest. And of course there's a player here. These are just games, man. That was a thing back in the days. Wish I could afford one back then. I couldn't. That's pretty badass. Oh, it's stage 12. I'm skipping a stage, guys. This is going to be your board games and stuff. see here. Huh. Yeah, I remember Milton Bradley cracking out the arcade games in board form. There's a Zelda. Wizard of War. It never did match up to the arcade though. Doom. You know, I'm not a super big board game guy, but I don't know if I've ever gotten into it. And of course, here's a whole bunch of games you can play. Different type of systems. I really like the artwork they did with it. Here's your Sega. Here's your Super Nintendo. Yes, NEC TurboGrafx 16. We got some fine folks enjoying the Nintendo 64. I would too, man. Love that game. Sony PlayStation. You know, after Nintendo, I did have to dive into Sony and got into it. You know. There's your Xbox, of course. So it's kind of cool. You can hang out here, play some video games. Get an old school. Pole position on the 78 is not the same. PlayStation 2. This is the fat one. Just love this artwork. Alright. So as promised, we are going over this way. So we're going over some collectibles here. Some Resident Evil stuff. Park Bros unreleased game boxes. We got a ton of Jedi stuff too. Nintendo Game Watch. I didn't know they had actual watches that played Nintendo games. No, samurai sword? There it is. Huh. Probably a store behind that I don't know about. More prototypes. Hopefully you can pause and read all that. Huh. Kind of cool. They got a lot of limited edition and prototypes here. Tapping at the desk. That type or die. Huh. It's kind of cool. PC Engine. Never had one of those. I did play some of the ROM games I have on my Pi. Alright. TurboGrafx 2 here. I know some of you guys out there are going, man, that was a shit. Yeah, no, not for me, man. And we go on stage 13. This is where you can kick back. I feel like you're back in the 70s, man. We've got fine folks here playing some cool games. Say hi to my peeps at the Collector Zone. We're here hanging out just like you, enjoying some old school video games. Now you're a youngster. Are you getting into this old system of television?
You like it? Yeah.
Better than your new stuff?
He's had a little experience with some Ataris and
Oh, he did?
and stuff like that. So he's got a little experience.
Cool.
But never seen this before.
Well, when I was about your age, this and Atari was it. And we appreciate those graphics because we had Pong right before that.
That's right. That's true.
Looking at this Art Deco reminds me of my aunt's house. And then we'll flip over here to stage 14. Show you some Depeche Mode over here. Of course, Ferris and Madonna hanging out. That's where Seeking Susan, I believe that was from. Gotta love them gremlins. Kind of cool with the detail they did.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, this is what we take. This is the original version. So you actually shake it off? The picture? Yeah. It's a foldable one?
Simon. Now, this is what John was telling me that I missed last time. Cool stuff in the drawers. He says, yeah, snoop if you want. Thought the phone was ringing. It's Simon. There's Dragon's Lair. Pac-Man. I remember that thing. Used to light up different lights when you put your fingers on it. And of course, you got your stereo and TV. Cassettes. Let's see what we got here. Of course, I have Rick Springfield, Billy Idol. What? Yeah, they have the actual tapes in there. Kind of cool. Oh, we got Motley Crue. That was a cool album. For some of you guys who've never seen a cassette tape. Wait. Paul Stanley. Oh, that's a single. And 8 tracks. Holy crap. That's a good album. And guys who've never seen an 8-track before, this is it. Now let's come over here. Got some fine folks playing Nintendo. What you reading? What you got over here? Oh look. Cool. See what's in the record collection. Wait, what? Got C Plasmatics. Talk about the days. Go Ghost. I used to have this album. I remember right. No, I didn't open up. I think I lost my place in the records. Well, I guess I can't go to all of them. That's a killer album. I've seen persons. I remember getting in them too. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, killer. I remember these Polaroid instants. Oh man, I used to have this, man. I was trying to find another copy of mine. Is this a full novel? It sure is. John sure liked his Star Trek apparently. Howard the Duck. For those who didn't know, Steven Spielberg did Howard the Duck. Before he did Star Wars. Yeah, color books. Cool. Ferris Bueller. I have my Nintendo at home, so I'm going to spend time trying to play. And we're going this way next. Alright guys. Winding down the tour here. Life-size figures. I'm going to take a walk around to see if I can find John, if he got that new display up. What's this here? Huh. Oh wow, check this Miss Pac-Man out. I wish you could see the back end. But it's cool that you can see through it. You can see the boards. Let's see the back end. Hopefully you guys can see some of this. It's kind of cool they did this. You can see what's in a Miss Pac-Man machine. We'll be heading into Pixel Dreams here in a little bit. Getting Hot Wheels cars. What's this here? Trophies. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Video game cars. Try and keep the glare off, guys. What's this here? Oh, it's a record, Pac-Man Fever. Right on. Remember that song, guys? Well, if you're old like me, you would remember it. Cool. Sorry it's not well lit here, but hopefully you can see all this. Got a giant Game Boy here. Atari. John was mentioning how he likes to have this kind of thing hands-on. It's kind of cool when he did this with his partners. Now, this is one of John's friends he was mentioning. This is a mural they did of him. Probably recognize him.
This is a 16-bit machine with better graphics, better sound, better games all the way around.
Steve, thank you so much for showing me around the museum. It was so much fun.
My pleasure.
Now you gotta teach me how to play this in television.
Grab that control.
Let's do it.
He's one of the founders of the television.
Is most fun. Burger Time, for example, were games that had a very long period of time for people to play them, to try them out. Ray Kessler finished that game. He had, I think it was scheduled like 4 months of development. But that would have hit during his honeymoon, so he worked very hard and in 2 months finished it. And then the other 2 months before he went on his honeymoon, he just watched people play it. And he would fine tune it. Oh, people want to do this. So if I make it, they'll just be able to get by if I turn this down or turn that or this. And that's a part that I don't think enough people talk about, is that how much time do people have to make fun.
So, now he just recently passed not too long ago, according to John. Pretty cool. Alright guys, like I promised, we're heading over to Pixel Dreams. Flashing back to the old school ways of the 80s. Make me feel like a kid again. These are your high scores. Of course, we got a change machine here. Pac-Mania. Hope you're digging the 80s songs, guys. Oh, that's a badass. Whoa! Blue Shark! You guys remember this? Oh yeah. Yeah, I used to play a lot of Donkey Kong. Totally brings back memories. Sorry about the lighting, guys. A beautiful cabinet, man. Michael Jackson signed this? Damn. I wonder if he actually signed it or it's a sticker. Lots of sticker. Thought for a second, hey man, that'd be pretty killer. Behind the Donkey Kong Jr. Mr. Do. The Donkey Kong. Hopefully you see this. Pac-Man. That was, I think, yeah, that was Punch-Out. Check this out, guys. Kind of cool. Got your Street Fighter. I'm gonna say, John kept a lot of these in good original condition. Our Missile Command. Pretty killer. I'm not sure if he refurbished them all or he did say he bought a lot of these when no one was collecting them, so pretty sure he got some of these from arcades. Man, I love this game. Man, I tell you what, this guitar cabinet, I remember just loving the hell out of that. I'm gonna send me guys, spent a lot of money, just like I did. I wish there was better lighting to show this cabinet off better. But yeah, man, it's a real beautiful cabinet. We've got our joust. We got a Neo Geo. Guys, check out the artwork. Pretty killer, huh, guys? Hopefully you see this, but I'm not even sure. So guys, I had to come back here to do a special video of the Miss Pac-Man that's see-through. So if you ever wonder what Miss Pac-Man looked like from the inside, of course it's not hooked up. It's what it looks like without all the wood. I asked John after our little video, I was like, hey man, what gave you the idea for this? He's like, weren't you ever curious? I'm like, yeah. There's not too many people took these apart before. So I thought it was kind of cool he did this. Hopefully you can see all that. See if we can get a better look on the other side. Unfortunately, I can't get right behind it. But man, isn't this badass? Well, that's your Miss Pac-Man see-through arcade game. Totally killer. Hey guys, hung out, played some video games. Going out, let's check out the shop. Alright, pretty cool, huh? Let's see what we got here. Of course, they got Pops. Everybody loves the Pops. Oh my god. TVs? Yeah, cool. Unlocked. World Videogame. Cool. Videogames, a movie. Of course, why wouldn't they have war games? Killer, Breakfast Clubs, Goonies, all your cool 80s stuff. Pixels, that was a really cool video movie. Got some baseball caps. That's cool. I don't wear baseball caps all that much, but if I did, that look cool. What's this here? Oh, it's little boxes in the shape of game systems. And they got your games. Got my niece, my nephew, at Games Legends Pro. Hope he enjoys that. Brought him with my little brother and my sister-in-law here 3 years ago. He had a blast, so of course I thought of him. I got it. Oh look. So guys, if you ever in Frisco, Texas, gotta stop by and hang out at National Videogames Museum. Be sure to hit up John. Tell him Jeff from the Collector Zone said hey. He was nice enough earlier in the video to give us that little tour. Talk a little bit about his history. Let's see what we got here. Oh, cool. I got little keepsakes. Defender. Mario, of course. Everybody about Mario. Some game cartridges. Nice little novelties you can put in your game room. Some t-shirts. Always look both ways, Roger. Dragon's Lair. That's cool. Got some clearance items here. It's all clear.
Just one thing, you can't bring food or drink inside though. Yeah. I mean, I can hold it for you, you can put it in the stroller or something. It's just you can't, you know, bring it inside. No.
Sorry guys, my tripod's giving me problems. That's badass. Just got some controllers here. Got mugs and cups. Oh, it heats as if mugs are protectors. Let's see here. It's not bad, $12. Yeah. Nice little cool items here. Energy drinks with Sonic and Mega Man. Who knew? Rubik's Cube candy. Candy mix. Coin candies. Get some more t-shirts here. Okay, so that's t-shirts up there. I'm gonna have to score me a t-shirt. Pretty cool. Well guys, this is a gift shop here. Be sure to stop by. If you want to know how much t-shirts are, there you go, $20. Had a really fun time here. Hope you guys did too. And oh, look at this. It's a killer. $3. Alright guys. We'll catch you in a few. Alright guys, so I wound up buying this Unlocked, the World of Games Revealed. It's only $15. And of course, you know, I got the National Videogame Museum, the one that looks like Jaws over here. Got that one. So yeah. Well sir, I appreciate your help.
Yep.
And your name, if you don't mind?
Paul.
Paul, thank you for your help. This guy is really cool. If you're ever here to pick up some of your gifts here before you leave, be sure to give him a shout out. Real friendly dude. Alright guys, stand by. I'll catch you in a few. Alright guys, heading back out. Got my goodies. Like I said guys, if you're here, let me show you this, the tickets and the hours and all that. No, not the hours, but the tickets. So that way you know what to look forward to when you get here. And it was really cool experience. Let me go over here and say goodbye to you. Well guys, hope you enjoyed that tour to the National Videogame Museum. Big shout out to John. Thanks for the quick tour he gave us. And guys, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more cool stuff like this, subscribe. And we'll catch you in the next one. Later guys.